Alrighty. Hello, hello. What's up, JK? What a crazy market. Maybe we'll never pull back, and this is what we needed to go to all-time highs and then continue. But I mean, I've just been caught shorting this entire move. And the odds of this happening is 0.5 to 1%. 10 straight days, market wasn't open for Good Friday, so that one doesn't really count. 10 straight days of green candles. This market condition is 0.5 to 1%. Not only is it 0.5 to 1%, there's been zero bullish catalysts, in my opinion, for us to be here. It makes zero sense. What are the catalysts for us to be here? What's up, Flemo? Like, there's no good news coming from Iran. I think there was talks about something about their uranium, something about their nuclear stuff, where it's like they'll push back uranium enrichment for 5 years, but I think Trump wants it for 20 years. What's up, Batman? Yeah, market is pretty retarded at the moment. But I mean, maybe this is like a sign that the market never goes down ever. I'm actually buying puts at every single one of these green candles. I bought a put basically at this high, and this high. So I have 3 puts right now. And these expire, I think one of them expires in 2 months. One of them expires July 17th here, and one of them expires August 17th. Let's see where we end up when my puts expire. If we keep rallying to all-time highs, I'm gonna keep buying puts. I think my upper limit to how much I want to spend in puts, probably 50k, 40k. And then if we just keep skyrocketing up, that's my lesson to always buy the dip forever and ever. I think every trader in their life eventually reaches, like, they experience something where it's like, oh, I should always buy the dip no matter what. Like, no matter how bad it seems, I should always buy the dip. And maybe this is my rude awakening. I did buy puts during the tariff announcements. And this is the second time that I'm buying a good amount of puts. What prop firms do you use? I use Top Step, Lucid, Apex. My recommendations are Lucid and Top Step. Lucid, Top Step, My Funny Futures. Take Profit Trader, but Take Profit, you have to know that they are trailing drawdown once you get into the funded account. That makes it a bit harder. Yeah, of course. I've been discretionally trading these days, and it's kind of been backfiring. Like, my actual plan My actual percent lines have not been doing bad. I've just been taking too many discretional trades. Maybe this is a sign to stop doing discretional trades and only trade my models that I'm working with. I think that's a sign, because if I did trade with the models that I was working with, like, I wouldn't be as down bad as I am right now. So maybe this is the sign to only trade the models. Oh, what's up, Luke? I feel like all my models have been doing pretty well. But I just start trading discretionally. And I mean, they're not horrible trades, because the reason why I'm so red for this month is because we're currently in a market condition where it happens 0.5 to 1% of, of the times in the entire, like, since like 1970s. 10 consecutive green days. So that's mainly the reason why I'm so red right now. It's because we're not really in an environment that makes sense. Let me update some stuff here. Oh shit. Hold on. Today was 414. Today I got stopped out on my stop loss exactly at the low of the wick continued going up. Dude, those are like the most frustrating like ever. Short, dude, I've been shorting for the past 5 days. I kind of have to keep shorting, right? Because the statistics of candles in the market is there is usually 55% green candles and 45% red candles. And if I've been shorting for the past 5 green candles, statistically, if I were to flip now, I'm kind of fucking myself. So I have no idea, honestly. This feels like the momentum that will take us to all-time highs. There's been zero selling pressure, zero pullback. Like, what was the most aggressive pullback? Like here, 50 points. The most aggressive pullback was 50 points. So if you bought anywhere, you could have had the worst buy ever, right? This is an environment where you buy anywhere with 1 mini and you would have never stopped out. You would have just only made profits. Anywhere in this entire day. Oh wait, here's a big one. 975. Yeah. There's nowhere in this entire day where if you bought 1 mini and held, would you have lost money? Nowhere. No matter what fill. And this is just the kind of market we're in. Same thing with this kind of day. Another one here. And I'm pretty sure, oh, this was kind of flat. So it's been like, the question is, how far can we go? And I feel like we can go pretty far. I'm gonna keep shorting because I'm a moron. But I think I should start really being strict and just focusing on my models. I need to lay out a game plan. I have 3 models. I have my percent lines, which are doing well. I have my new daily XYZ lines, which is pretty fine. My overnight model has been okay. Price can go up to 30K. To be honest, we are only 800 points from all-time high. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to all-time highs, but like, maybe I just haven't been in the market long enough. But there's no like why, like why now? Why now? Why here are we headed to all-time high? Why here are we going to all-time high? Why not when Nvidia and all the Mag 7s had positive earnings reports? Right? Oh shit, what's up, Ryu? Manipulation, seasonality. I think all of the above, right? 6 out of the 7 Mag 7s beat earnings around it was around this time frame. They beat earnings by, I think almost all of them beat it by over, the earnings per share was like over 5%. And this is what we get. I'm just like, I'm dumbfounded. Ceasefire fails. We're arguing over the straight. And we're now at a better price than Nvidia beating earnings per share by 8%. Nvidia beat the earnings per share by 8%. This is a big ass number. 8%, and the amount of revenue they had was also insane. This happened on the 25th right here. Nvidia earnings per share 8%. I'm pretty sure I was longing this entire, I actually probably had some pretty bad days here because I was longing almost all of this. And I had some like okay days because, you know, it's a mix of green and red, right? But I feel like right here, like I feel like the writing was on the wall where it's like, wait, we had such great earnings reports and now we're just kind of slowly falling. Like even before the news, we were slowly just on a channel downwards with no positive catalyst. It's irrelevant? Maybe I haven't played enough earnings to understand, because my thought process was Nvidia is the stock market. A beat of 8% is very high, right? Earnings reports are useless long-term. Price really doesn't care about anything but whether big players are long or short. Yes, but why are the big players long? I understand the market is basically just a bunch of hedge funds and market makers where it's all the big money that controls where we go, because the retail side doesn't account for a lot of the volume. I just want to know why. I don't think really anyone can give me a good enough reason that we're headed to all-time highs. That would make sense to me. Price dope to discount, therefore big money thought it was a good price. Maybe. They really thought this was a good price. Down here, huh? I mean, this feels like just this is like some kind of like long extended short squeeze. Maybe this was the breather we needed after a rally. I mean, we didn't really, from the tariff news, I mean, look at this movement. There was bound to be a little dip, right? Right, this was insane. Maybe this is where they thought price was worth it to buy. When you see bearish news headlines, price goes up. When we see bullish news headline, we see price drop. Every liquid market. I guess so. Market auction theory on top of the big players reacting to Trump and news events. Maybe they think Trump will I mean, he's always like, every single bad Trump news event, he always brings us out of it. That's why they say like Taco Trump, right? He starts playing very aggressively, you know, tariffs, war stuff, closing off straight, yada yada, this and that. And then the second of the bad news hits, maybe they already know, or they already think he's going to negotiate with them, even though the negotiations failed. He's still going to try and do something, like negotiations wise. I'm not sure what he's going to try to do. It seems to me right now that neither side wants to give what the other is asking for. And that's why the talks failed, and now it's going to the second round. And I think the second round is happening, when's it happening? Like next week? Do you only trade Asia session? I trade New York the most, but I can't stream during New York, so I have work. Real quick, check out market sentiment. It's mostly forex. We can see where we have bearish news, and most of retail reported positions are short. Price just moves, vice versa. Wait, market sentiment, that's a website, right? What's up, Dean? Hey, Jack, much love, respect. I sent you a message on WAP. Whenever you get a moment, I would appreciate it. Thanks. Oh, did you send me another one? I remember I responded back to one that you sent to me. Like, I think yesterday. But, I mean, you're on the premium, so you could just message. You can DM me, or you could just message in the lab chat. Maybe someone else has the same question as you. And I can answer for you know, others. Is this what you're talking about? This market sentiment? I haven't checked this. I think I've seen it on Financial Juice. Oh, it might be out of scroll range, but I've seen it before. Round 2. Yeah, round 2 of talks. Is this one it? The CNN? Yeah, send me a link if this is not it. Okay, fear and greed index. What is the fear and greed index? Is a way to gauge stock market movements, whether stocks are fairly priced. Theories based on the logic that excessive fear tends to drive down share prices. Too much greed has an opposite effect. Combination of 7 different indicators that measure some aspects of stock market momentum, stock price strength, stock price breadth, put and call options, junk bond demand, market volatility, and safe haven demand. Interesting. The next tracks how much these individual indicators deviate from their averages. Right, yeah, that makes sense. The indicators each give let's get from 0 to 100. Yeah, Dean. The best way is to contact me through the Discord, because I don't check the WAP page a lot. Like I only use it like as a way to get people into the premium. So the best way is to either contact me through the general chat or in the premium lab chat. I'm pretty sure it's this one. This is the site you were talking about. Tracking where retail is positioned. Just watch how often we get price going the opposite direction of the majority. Interesting. So basically retail is just you don't follow the retail. Oh, it's not this one? Is there another one? Yeah, send me a link to the one you're talking about. Yeah, of course, Dean. Should CL be reckoned in a similar fashion? Oil. Which chat? The YouTube chat or where? I don't see it. Or on the Discord. Oh. I don't see it. I wonder if it just like blocked your if it blocks links. I'm not sure how the moderation is set up. Let me see if Nightbot has like blocked anything. Probably blocked? I think so. The logs. Oh, chat moderation. Links. This filter allows you to time out and whitelist links. Oh wait, oh, okay. I just see you sent it on Discord. Let me check it out. Okay, here we go. Ah, I'm using ad blocker. All right, turn off ad blocker. Pause on this site. All right, show me all your ads. Oh my gosh, everything's just. Oh my gosh, there's like. Okay. Here we go. So this is a Forex site. Interesting. Market sentiment. What should I be looking? What do you look at here? Wait, is it here? I wonder where they're getting this data from. Maybe they get it from all these forex brokers that I guess maybe sponsors them. Basically, hover over the bars and see how majority are long, short, press to the opposite. Interesting. The data of their retail clients trading. I wonder if there's a way to scrape this, scrape the short long percentages and then get like a general percentage from this. All right, let's see where we're at. Are we breaking highs? FX SSI's website, I call that scrapes that data. Oh, someone's already on it. Interesting. So according to my overnight model, let's see, 7 or an hour in is right here. It's pretty flat, which means either direction I can scalp a reversal after 15-20 minutes of buying. So the first one probably would have been like right here, 13, like 8 points. But this isn't something that I would do with a eval, because evals I'm shooting for 40 points and the overnight model only shoots for 10 to 20. So the entry is either up here or at the top of this candle. Amongst like 10 brokers. Okay, gotcha. Whoa. I think if we close green for I think 1 or 2 more days, like I think we're almost at the record. I think we're very close to the record. What's up, Maddie? Let me see what the record is. What is the record for most green days in a row? Okay, so the longest winning streak is 14 days in a row. So we're I think we're 3 days. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. For SPY, it's 14 days. For NASDAQ, for QQQ, it's 11 days. So I think if we are gonna close 1 more day, it's either 1 or 2 more days green, we're gonna break QQQ's record of longest streak of green days. Now I'm gonna keep shorting it, so that means that we will break the record because I'll be shorting it. Screw it, longing here with a 50-point stop, holding to New York. Yeah, maybe we'll never see 26,000 again. I'm surprised 26,000 barely held. This is 26,000. I guess right here. No selling pressure, dude. We're gonna break her record. You keep shorting, I keep longing. I think in this market you just keep longing until it stops working. I generally think that's how you're supposed to do it for this environment. I feel like you just, oh shit, it's knocked over my water. I feel like you just long, 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 and then you hold. If you did this, you just longed, right? Let's say your first entry long was on any significant dip right here, long, right? What, like whatever X% of your accounts, right? And then you long one more and long one more, long one more, and then you just wait. Because if you did this for the past 2 or 3 days, I mean, you would have made an insane amount of money, right? First big dip, you just long here, and then your other accounts won't even have a chance to get in. Same thing here. You just long here. Your accounts never have a chance. I mean, we are not in a, like, this is a record-breaking market. Like, this is a 0.5 to 1% market. Not a daily, like not a day. It's like a stretch of time, which is even rarer. This is the environment that I blow up in. I blow up and do really bad in the most rare of environments, and we're currently in one of those. Your gut told me to open to long NQ, and right, long and open. This just feels like I keep thinking, like, how much more further can we go? And I feel like we can go a lot further. I feel like we can go to all-time highs. I'm gonna keep shorting though, so we're definitely gonna go to all-time highs. I would not recommend shorting. This is not the market for it. I think VIX is just falling off a cliff. Honestly, don't overthink, let it ride. ES hit all-time highs, so they didn't. I think all-time highs, I think we're 40 points away. All-time highs should be 70. Oh no, we're a bit further. 70.92 was all-time highs. Right? Right here, 70.92. Don't overthink, just let it ride. Feels like it. That's what it feels like. I'm gonna go against the trend until I lose everything because I'm stubborn. %1 market conditions, 0.5 to 1% market conditions. Every single day it gets rarer and rarer, so I'm fine losing a bunch of money in this kind of environment. In the past, I think since 1970s, there's been 30 cases of a time like this. So in 50 years, there's been 30 cases of a time like this. I'm sure most of them were like caused by an insane news event or a short squeeze event. And this one's just kind of doing its own thing. Let me see. I still have some Apex accounts that I can activate, but I don't think I'll be trading those. I'll be trading those like for real now. Like, should I trade it for real? I think so. My overhead or my expenses this month are going to be disgusting. I already know it. It's going to be my first red month profit wise for this year. I can feel it. I can feel it. how many accounts can I activate? And what is the status? One of my accounts is almost to payout. Let me check. Let me log into Apex and see how far away it is. I made like 400 bucks on it today, just shorting 26,000. I was gonna hold on for like a bigger dip, but I was like, no, let me put in my low priority accounts and not risk the payout account. I think I need like 2 more days for payout. Let me see, which account is this? 131. 131. Okay, I have 4 past evals. Okay, so not, I mean, it's still pretty bad. Let's see my chart. What's up, AK? No, I'm no longer streaming in the morning because I have work, so it's only an overnight thing now. Let's see, 131. How close am I to payout? I am, oh, I'm 1 day from payout. Oh wait, so hold on. Oh no, but I have to make 4,000. My balance has to be 4,018. So if I trade on that account tonight, wait a second. I just need like 200 bucks for a payout. Hold on. Hold on. I need like 50 or 60 bucks. So I'm just gonna go short. Just based off of this pop, and maybe he wants to, like, what are the odds that we never get here for the rest of the night? Knowing me, probably pretty high, but we'll see. And if we get 10 points, I can secure a $1,500 payout after the next market close. Been following the Discord, glad you're still churning out the payouts. Yes sir, still making those prop firms pay. But I've been taking a really bad beating this past like week. You know, like I always say, like I do the worst. Like when I blow up, it's because of, like when I blow up bad, it's because of the most rare days. And this market condition only happens less than 1% of the time, where we have 10 days straight in a row. What's going on last week? So I don't know if you heard the news, but there has been zero good news. There's actually been bad news. And the so I think the ceasefire, we had a so Iran war news, yada yada. We had a ceasefire with them. I think the ceasefire was announced maybe this day. It was one of these days where ceasefire was announced, and then the ceasefire failed, like right here. The ceasefire failed, and I think Sunday, 2 or 3 days ago, right here, JD Vance actually left Iran with no deal. There was no deal made at all. So obviously we're up here, right? And then on this day, Trump said, I think, like, we're taking over the strait or something. Like, we're not letting any boats through or yada yada, something like that. So obviously we have to go up on that. And now we're here. So yeah. It's gonna take some time for me to, like, one of the worst things I hate, and I feel like everyone else hates it, is just eval jail. Like, you have a very limited number of fund accounts or 0, and you just have to rebuild everything. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time. It's a pain in the ass. Trading evals are like the most boring and like waste of a time. Like if you do a good trade, it's like, okay, awesome, you've made $0, right? That's why I hate trading evals. But with nowadays, every single prop firm price is just going up by 10%, 20%. Oh, eval jail is like when you have, like, let's say 5 to 10 funded accounts and you blow them all. mean reversion strategies get hurt badly in trending markets. What's up, Thanos? My mean reversion strategy is actually doing really well. It's been doing decently well. The main thing that's been hurting my trading is me trading discretionally with no model like a fucking idiot. It's been like my discretionary trading has been doing well for the past 3 or 4 months. It just has not been doing well like recently. Like the mean reversion model was right here. So since I like updated the model was right here. April 1st was 3 out of 3 hits, so 100% win rate. April 6th was 1 out of 1, so 100% win rate. 1 out of 1 if following no news rules, which was this first initial tap right here, and then the Trump said something here, and technically there's a news filter where when there's news going on, you're not supposed to trade this model. So if you did trade this model with news and ignored it, you would have been 2 out of 3. But 1 out of 1 if you actually followed the model to the T. And then today was actually 1 out of 2, where the first entry had a possibility to break even on this dip. And I've seen so much of when we break past one of these percent lines that it becomes support, that if I was in this position, I would seriously consider taking this break even. So the mean reversion has been doing well. I've just been an idiot. Like I've just been an idiot. There's no excuse, right? April 7th, 100% win rate. These 2 hits right here. April 8th, extreme news. You're not supposed to take any of this, but 4 out of 7 if you did. But because it's such negative RR, like you're not supposed to be taking this. This should have been 0 for 0. So you're mainly trading discretion. You're like, yeah, I'm just an idiot. The stats were bound to, you know, I've been trading discretionally pretty well, but the stats are bound to find a median. So that's why it's because that model that I just showed, the percent lines, like historically it shows up 1 out of 3 days to 1 out of 4 days, which means there's days where I literally just don't do anything. And that's why I'm working on a new model that works intraday. But my site has just been crashing, so I have to fix it. But I mean, it does decent. Like I started recording it on the 10th. But this is how new it is. And the price, these lines show up at 9:30, and I think 9:30 was like right here. Or maybe it was this gigantic wick. These lines seem pretty decent, at least for the first tap. Yeah, 9:30 was like right here. $9.30 was right at this hammer. I remember talking about this the other day. Like it seems pretty decent. This is a monthly level. And then today, I forget which one's 9:30, but I think it's still it tapped this. I can't remember where 9:30 was. If that's the end of the day, 5 minutes, I feel like 9:30 is like right around here. Or no, I think maybe it was around here. But still something that I'm working on. Like all my models are doing decent. I'm just an idiot. Like that's it. I'm just an idiot. But that's exactly why I didn't shoot for a $1 million goal this year. I shot for 500K, which still doable. Still doable. I think I'm almost at 300. Quick question. Oh, what's up, bro? Quick question. Can each of your funded accounts be at different payout cycles? Yes. Yeah. The way that I trade, they're almost all on different, they're almost all on different cycles. Yeah, yep. So for Apex, one of my accounts, it's dead now, but it was on cycle 3 or 4. And I just took a payout. So I took a payout yesterday, and it was cycle, one of them was cycle 3 and one of them was cycle 1. I was able to take out both of them, right? And now I am in a short. If we hit 26013, I can secure another $1,500 payout, and that will help with the bleeding. The bleeding has been pretty bad. Still crazy impressive to see. Yeah, thanks, man. It's once you start, like, I don't know, dude, I'm such an idiot. Like, I'm just an idiot, because for prop firms, what a lot of people don't realize is that you can almost know nothing about trading, and if you can scale up and snowball, like if you have a decent budget to start with, within, like, especially like last year during what I call the golden era of prop firms, you can brute force payouts. That's how I did it. You don't really need these models. I'm starting to develop these models because, well, one thing, I like to develop models, and eventually if I go live, I want something to, you know, work with. But you can almost brute force prop firms and get payouts if you have enough money. Like, you can turn it into a positive ROI slot machine. It takes a little while to figure out the ins and outs, but if you go through my notes, you can sort of pick up on the pieces. Okay, you were worried that if I took cycle 1 payout and Lucid, it would jump me to cycle 2 through 5. Oh, no, you're still good. The only bad thing is that, oh wait, are you taking a payout soon, Ro? If so, congratulations. What do you mean by your notes? I have free prop firm notes. It's in the free trial of my premium. I'll give you guys a hint. It's almost all DCA. You can literally brute force with enough money. And that's how a lot of these people do it on the internet. It's how I did it, right? You brute force prop firms to get a lot of payouts, and then you transition that into a business. It's smart. It's actually very smart. But I go about it a little different. Some people do it with copy trading a lot to show you guys the big payouts of, like, max payouts all at the same time. I do it with, like, I take a payout every single week. I think this entire year I've taken a payout, at least one or multiple payouts every single week. It's not as sexy, but the numbers add up. Oil hit support, so a move higher should drop the market, is my guess. Oil, I think, yeah, I feel like during wartime, in this time specifically, I don't know about all the other times, but right now, oil and the futures for, like, NASDAQ and ES have been inversely correlated. I'm just surprised that oil didn't continue going higher, with US starting to mess around with the Strait. I'm surprised, because US was like, oh, let me throw my hat into the ring, and they're like, we won't let any Iranian or XYZ boats pass, or something like that. I'm surprised oil didn't spike up a lot. I'm not sure what the price. Let me check the oil prices for the past couple of days. That's so crazy. Oil is just dumping. even after US started to put their foot down the straight. Now I'm not too familiar with oil prices. Like when was the last time that we had oil prices this high? Oh, it's not loading. Oh, is it loading? Hello? It must have been like the last war or something, right? Oh, I don't have enough data. Oh, does this only go back 1 year? Where does this go back? 2024? Okay, so this is the highest oil has been in like almost 2 years. So maybe oil is just like, this is what? Maybe this is too insanely high for oil? I'm not too sure. I mean, being the highest it's been in for 2 years, I feel like that's something. Let me get that 5-minute back on here. What the heck happened here? Am I missing some news event? What's going on? Where am I? No, not Japan. Machinery orders. I don't even know what that is. South Korea, yada yada. Bro, US military conducted strike on vessel in Eastern Pacific, killing 4 men. That, I mean, come on. Vice President Vance, a lot of mistrust between US and Iran cannot be solved overnight. Oh, dude, I'm losing my mind here. Feels good about where we are. Oh, you feel good about going home with no deal made Sunday? Iranian negotiators wanted to make a deal. We are negotiating with Iran. Ceasefire is holding. Ah, yeah. Of course it is. What's they got here? Oh, 25011. Okay. 54158. Okay, so I just secured another payout on that dip. Dude, I need to buy more evals. I only have 1 lone survivor on Apex. I guess 4, but I'm not gonna activate those 4 until the morning. Okay, what else is there? Tariffs could be back at previous levels by start of July. What? What are you... We're tariffing again? What's going on? Oh, dude, I haven't even read up on Venezuela in a very long time. I don't know what's going on with Venezuela, to be honest. Is it an oil thing, maybe? Maybe. Can't remember. Yada 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 yada. Okay, stocks rally toward record. Peace talk optimism. Oh yeah, dude. Let's just be let's go up on optimism rather than deals. Oops. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's see if we're gonna keep dipping. Let me get in on some evals here. I'm just gonna full port the rest of my Apex evals. I think I have like 9 more. And I'll buy some more like tomorrow or something. Let's see, 575, 574, 3. Some other ones up here. 90 vals is a lot. It's not too much. Because 9 for what? For $35 per. So 10 evals is roughly 350. I guess that is a lot. I'm like so desensitized to like buying evals. It's actually pretty unhealthy. But I gotta keep spinning the slot machine. Gotta keep spinning it. And Apex is the one where like it's cheap to fail. So versus if you buy 9 Lucid, it's like 900. So it's like almost 3 times as expensive. And you don't, but the good thing is that you don't have to pay for the activation fee. That is a good thing. I basically just threw some into a short net, just right now. And I'm layering the orders all the way up. Like if I can get like 2 or 3 evals done, I would say it's worth it. 5 Lucid at 84 is around what you pay for Apex. But the Lucid has gotten more expensive, right? Do you do the 50k or the 25k accounts? $50k? Is it 84 or has it gotten? I thought it was like 90-ish something, 90 to 100. I gotta fix all these profit targets. I gotta add an extra 1,000 because I hit the loss limit the other day. 99 plus vault discount. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about the? I don't know if you guys trade stocks, but they're thinking about getting rid of the 25k limit. I wonder how much of a difference that's gonna make in like the overall volume of the stock market. I don't know, I feel like it's not gonna make that much of a difference. And I don't know what the next cap is. Is there gonna be like 0 cap? Like could you just put in like $100 and you're able to day trade? Or is it like, I think they said something about reducing it to 2k, I think 5k, one of those numbers. Maybe it's time to transition into a stock day trader or a penny stock pump and number. Maybe that's what I gotta do. All right, everything is set up now. Gross. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I just can't do stocks anymore. It's too much scanning and too much like, I like NASDAQ and ES because I could look at one thing or like 2 things, right? You just look at NASDAQ and ES. Maybe you look at VIX, right? Maybe you can look at the Mag 7, but you can just pull that up on your phone versus scanning a watch list of. I remember when I was doing stocks, like trying to figure out how to day trade stocks, I literally had the entire S&P 500 as a watch list in my Thinkorswim. I think I had some filters, but I forgot what filters I used. It was like filters for, I think, like volume or something. I think I cut it with like average volume and then like nothing below like $5. What else did I do? I think I did market cap as well, over a certain million or something, maybe 25 or 5 million. Finviz has a scanner. Oh yeah, I think I used Finviz the scanner too. I don't know if they had it for free. Man, I haven't heard that name in a while. Finviz. But yeah, no more scanning. Yeah, scanning was like, there's like a giant headache. and then sometimes you'll miss out on an opportunity because like you're also scanning. Like I scan pre-market and I also scan during the market. So like as I'm scanning, I had a notepad and I would be like writing down the names of certain symbols. Like okay, check this one out in like 5 minutes. Okay, keep this one's interesting. Okay, all right, and then I continue going over my list of like 500 stocks. And then by the time I go back all around, I missed like 5 opportunities. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. Let's see how, did we touch 26,000? No, we didn't. Let's see how the previous day high is gonna hold. I mean, this feels like a dip to buy. This 15-minute pullback, it just feels like a dip to buy. You're taking me back to those days, never again, NQ forever. Yeah, I don't think I could do it again. I don't think I have the attention span, and I can't. Like, when I'm working, I just can't. I was following that was back in the day when I was following real day trading. That subreddit, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. They're like, they teach you how to like day trade for the stock market. They have very good how do you say, like, risk management. They teach it pretty well, because I think what you're supposed to do is, for the first year, you don't put any money in. You only paper trade, and then and you also keep track of all your trades in like an Excel sheet or something, or in a journal. And then once you have like a win rate of like, I think 70-ish%, 80%, 70%, with a profit factor of 2, then you need to trade with 1 share. And that's very, very smart. The tuition is extremely low. If you paper trade your first year, and then you have documented results, and then you do 1 share per trade, and then document that for a year. And then you can go into, if you have like 2 years, I think they say you need 2 years plus of 70% win rate to profit factor. What's up, Zay? I gotta go rebuy a bunch of evals. I did buy some evals for my fund of futures because they had a pass one get one offer, so I ended up taking that. And I have like, I think I have 8 of them halfway done, so hopefully I can transition a couple of these. But they are rapid, and the rapid ones are intraday trillion drawdown, which I absolutely hate. So I'm just gonna full port them. I don't really bother trading intraday trillion drawdown. I do the same with my take profit traders, take profit accounts. I wonder if you have access to your full contract size on the first day for my fund of futures. I know take profit, you're allowed your full contract size, which is for 50K, it's 6 minis or 60 micros. I wonder what it's like for the rapid accounts for my fund of futures. You have to scale up, or are you allowed to trade like, actually, let me look into that. My funded futures rapid account, rapid funded account, daily payouts, blah blah blah. Okay, let's see. Wait, Rapid is 80/20? I thought Rapid was 90/10. Or maybe this is an old page. Okay, updated 3 weeks ago. Okay, max contract size, yada yada. Okay, sim funded. Okay. No consistency rules, max contract. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. So it looks like you're allowed your full contract size on day one. Okay, so it is 90/10. Okay. Well, hopefully I can get some of these into funded accounts. I thought they were 1 day to pass, so I got like 9 of them, or 8. No, I got 8 of them to like 100% profit target, and then I messaged support and they were like, "Dude, it's 50%." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I just ended up losing like half, just like full porting contracts. Do I want to short? Is this the day that we're supposed to short? Is this the day? The 11th day? Where I'm all out of accounts? Watch today be the day to short. And I have no accounts to short it with. I still think we're gonna go up though. I feel like we're just so close to all-time highs. I feel like we hit all-time highs. What day is today? Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I mean, we could hit all-time highs in 2 days. We could hit it today. There's enough. Can we? How far did we go up yesterday? From open. So we can probably get it in like, I feel like the end of this week or next week. For ES at least. I don't know for NQ. NQ is lagging behind, I think, a tiny bit. Do I size up heavy to get off trailing drawdown for Apex? I did when I traded the intraday trailing Apex account. I sized up to 3 minis. But now I don't trade those accounts anymore because now they offer the end of day accounts. So those accounts are way more valuable to me. I think the only difference is that like the intraday accounts are a bit cheaper, but I think that's it. I'm pretty sure the intraday accounts still have a daily loss limit, so it's like the account that's like way worse. Seven or of 8 or 8. No, so now it's 5. It's 5 days. So for a 50k account, for example, end of day drawdown, their new accounts, it's 5 days of at least 250 plus. And it's like 50% consistency, which is not bad. Yeah. And I think you need to be above 2600 for a payout. So right now the payout account that I just took a short on and I just finished trading it, it's at like 4100. And I think the first 2 payouts for a 50k account, the max is 1500. And then for the third one, which I just had, that account is now dead. The third one is 2000. I'm pretty sure the fourth one is also 2000. I think it goes up to like 2500, but after 6 accounts or 6 payouts, I'm pretty sure your account just dies or you get moved to live. But I heard a lot of people have been moved to live way earlier. Like there was people on Twitter where they were 1 day away from like a 50k payout and then they got moved to live. Dude, I would be so pissed. I mean, I was pissed when Lucid moved me to live and I was 1 day from a 4k payout. If it was 50k, dude, I would be fuming. Yeah. That's why like the way that I trade is a lot, like you get to avoid that more because I take 1 payout and then 1 payout and then 1 payout and then 1 payout, right? Like on multiple accounts. So then it's like, even if it did happen to me and I did reach that wherever that amount that they had, I would have already taken a bunch of payouts already. And the way that I do it seems to fly under the radar a lot. The only one that caught me was Lucid. And I'm still waiting for my Lucid accounts. Have they ever gotten back to me? I missed those accounts. It sucks because I think Lucid is like one of the best right now. I need to consider how serious I want to take trading the Lucid account. The Lucid live account. I'm only getting 1 with like 2k drawdown, which I mean that fucking sucks. I don't know if I want to full port it and blow it up in the first day. Probably not a good idea because I think in like the text in the fine print, it's like if you keep transitioning to live and then blowing up and going back to sim, I think they can make your cooldown longer. Right now the cooldown is, if you fail your live account, the cooldown is 2 weeks or 4 weeks. It's either or, 2 weeks or 4 weeks. But if you keep like burning and recycling, oh, they reduced it to 2 weeks. Nice. Okay, so it's 2 weeks right now. And then I'm assuming if you keep going back and forth into the live, blowing up the live on purpose because no one likes live accounts, and then going back to sim accounts, they'll increase the cooldown time. I'm not sure how long they'll do it. You know, I'm not sure how long they'll increase it to, but I think the focus for myself for the rest of this month is just build up to the 20 accounts again. 20 to 30 accounts. I probably shouldn't be focusing on payouts right now. And then maybe this next time I'll actually not be an idiot and only trade my models. I need to sketch up like every single day at 9:30. I need to sketch up how many accounts am I willing to risk per trade. And how many accounts should enter at each XYZ line and each percent tab. I need to run those numbers. And then if I ever want to move to a live account, I need to actually start thinking about a max loss limit per day, which means I need to track my total drawdown, and then divide that by some percentage, and that's my max drawdown per day. Once I hit that, I stop trading. So like there's only like X amount of accounts that can blow up per day. Hey Jack, I remember a couple weeks ago you mentioned a cousin who trades platforms as well. I don't recall the exact details, but you said something big was coming. Whatever happened? I don't think he started yet. He said he would start at March. But basically he was like one of the last people to get like one of those really big payouts from Apex. Recently, so he got banned from Apex. He also recently got banned from another firm. I think Trade Day. I don't know. I don't really use them. I think I used them like once, like 4 years ago, and I never used them again. But yeah, he's also a prop trader. He hasn't started doing any content yet. Last time I saw him was maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and he said he just bought his camera. But right now he's on vacation. I think he's in New York, and I think went to New York, and I think right now he might be in like South Korea or something. I think he's traveling. That's probably why he's not doing much. How did they justify his ban? I have no idea. They probably just said, we don't like the way you trade. Here's the money, right? Never trade with us again. The only bad thing that he did was DCA super aggressively. So the way that he would trade is basically, he would make 400 bucks in one day and then call it. And then the next day he'll make 400. And then the next day he'll make 400. Basically risking everything to make the 400 bucks. So he went on a crazy win streak, and there was times where, no, he doesn't stagger his accounts. He copy trades all of them. So he's a different trader in that regards to me. But then I talked with him. I told him what I did, and then he actually texted me like a week ago. He was like, yeah, the way you're doing it is how you're supposed to be doing it. And I was like, yeah, the ROI doesn't, the ROI doesn't lie. So for his big run up, it was copy trading. And he started DCAing less aggressively now. And also there's no point in getting these accounts to those huge buffers anymore. The live programs kind of fuck you up. Payout caps being moved to live. I don't know. It just seems not worth it. What's up? What's up, Josh? 400 by DCing down until he gets to 400 each day. Yeah, I think he starts with like, I forget what's his initial contract size. I think he traded 25k accounts only, and I think his initial contract size is 1 mini or 2 minis. Now he trades micros. I told him how I traded, and he was like, yeah, that's probably how I should be doing it. Oh shit, speaking of Lucid, my live account is ready. Huh. Would you look at that? Okay, you're under the new live blah blah blah. Withdrawal requests can be made from your dashboard. The minimum payout is $250. Blah blah blah. Oh shit. Who said I was in eval jail? I just got one more account. Lucid. I think it's this one. Just trying to get 400. Yeah, basically. Oh, live account. Wait, so I think I go into live account now, right? Boom. I think I clicked this button. Hold on, let me check the email they just sent me. Yeah, of course. Thank you, Ryu. Thank you. Okay. Do I click live? Please check the full FAQ for more details. Okay. Okay. Lucid has been monitoring traders' performance. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Okay, so it's basically it's just like a regular account. It is quite literally exactly like a regular account. I always answer everything I can. You've been trading since January of 2025. That's also roughly when I started seriously trading. Payouts are not easy. Wait, do I have to do two FA? I don't, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's fucking dumb. Oh, maybe I start trading this bad boy on stream. Make sure it doesn't say my full name. Okay, perfect. But should I full port it, guys? I think I get 4 minis. Full port it on stream. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to trade this account seriously. I think the max amount of contracts I'll put in is 5, which means I'll need to start a position size at 1 or 2 or 3, DC up to 5, and this is probably going to be my highest priority account, which means I need to give it the best entries. You've been funded like 20 times too. I mean it's tough. There's 2 ways to go about getting payouts. You try to trade honestly, which is 10 times harder, or you just use the math to beat prop firms. The math involves a lot of money, but with enough money you can turn it into an ROI game. It's how I've been playing it. Prop firms to me are just a slot machine that I can spin every single month with decent ROI. This month may not be decent. I think this month is going to be red. Actually, let me check my spend on Chase. Chase has a monthly budget that you can check. Trading honestly. Yeah, no, trading honestly is the hard part. Wish I had money to do that with props. Yeah, I mean it's tough, right? It's sort of the same idea as like let's say somebody comes up to you and asks for investing advice, right? And they ask you, hey, I have $1,000, right? How do I make this grow? Like, well, what do you tell them? Me, I would just be like, dude, just put it into like SPY or something and wait like 1 billion years. That's it. I feel like I could keep the money I make each day when it happens to trying to hit some goal. Yeah, when you don't have enough money to throw at it, or you're depending on it as an income, it starts getting harder to trade. Uh, did you end up closing the short position for message stream when you ended? No, I did not. That account is now dead. I had a couple chances to make like 40 points, but I was just like, whatever. You know, saving up like 1K and throwing into live account trading with one micro. I mean, that's probably the cheaper way to go about it. The thing is, prop firms are a great way to spend like $100 and feel like you have $2,000 of stake in the game, but you don't, right? And prop firms are actually bad in the sense that it reinforces bad habits. So if I were ever to go live, right now I don't have the mental experience or just experience in general to go live. I know I don't. And prop firms actually enforce negative habits, such as oversizing, over leveraging, and things like that. So I don't even think about, I don't even try to, like, yes, I'm still working on models, but when I trade prop firms, I don't really care what happens. I do like to look at my models that, like, after the market closes, and it's like, oh wow, if I wasn't an idiot and I just traded my model, like I would have been fine. But no, I'm an idiot. Focusing on growth and longevity, I feel like the prop firm game is designed to just take all your money. I spent thousands last year. Your workforce is bad, trading habits make you want to raise your risk. Yeah, exactly. Right, but here's the thing, Josh. You said focus on growth and longevity, right? I'm assuming you want to build a system that pays you out more than just investing into, you know, SPY every year, right? And like 99% of people don't beat SPY yearly, which is roughly, you know, over the course of its life, what, like 10% returns on average. And it takes many hedge funds don't beat it, and if they do beat it, it's by maybe 1, 2, 3%. So even though you're saying you want to focus on growth and longevity, what you're really saying is that you want to learn how to trade, and you want to be better at trading than actual hedge funds, and you want to beat the returns of the stock market, which 99% of people, it's extremely hard to do. But if you do build a system, the goal is to make $200 to $300 a day, 3 to 4 days a week, slowly grow that into multiple accounts, slowly increase the amount of money I have, and invest that into more assets. Yeah, that would be like the ultimate goal. But 200 to 300. You also have to. So right now you're seeing like the positive side, which is good. But what about those losing days? Props is like the pressure always pushes you to go for more. Just one bad day makes you restart all over. That's why, like, one of the things I tell people is that, like, prop firms are meant to, they basically prey on that side of your brain that's short term. Like, oh, I need to make this money now. Oh, I need this payout. I need this. I need that. I need to make it back, etc., etc. Right? And the only way to not have that mindset is to have money. It's almost like everything in life. Everything in life is a lot easier if you just have the money for it. Do you ever notice that when you're paper trading, you do well? You're not scared. You let it go to full profit target, right? But the second it becomes a funded account, and then like eval is still like somewhat better, but there's a little bit more incentive, and then funded is completely different. It's because of money. A lot of it is emotional. I've been doing good for that last couple of weeks, but just today my platform went down at Asia Open. I got trapped and had to restart it. And I finally got connected back. I was down to 40 bucks, ended up blowing out of frustration. Oh, dude, I know exactly what you mean. I crashed out like that, I think 4 days ago. I have a whole system of account priority. So like my lower priority accounts take the first jump into a position, but my Apex accounts were all locked. They were all stuck because they didn't update after Globex opened. So when my entry was hit, I had to take it on high priority accounts, which were accounts with like 2,000 something buffer, and those ones like lost that first trade. So my high priority accounts took the place of the low priority accounts, which means they got the worst fill. They ended up hitting the stop loss, and I crashed out. So I was like, are you fucking serious? It was a software issue. I was so pissed. So true, yeah. Yeah, that's also a big thing. As soon as I get funded, I sabotage. Yeah. It's just because there's too much at stake. A lot of people say, I need this payout, I need this. And I tell them, right, the way you stop that is if you have a budget every month. Do you get to the point where you just don't care anymore? Or where payouts aren't as big of a mental deal? I probably won't care anymore after I have like $1 million+ dollars, which I'm nowhere near. Plus taxes, nowhere near it. That's the only way. Because think about it. Let's say you don't have that much money in your bank account, right? And you make, let's say you make $3,000 a month, and you're trading a payout day, and on that payout day it's for a payout of $3,000. No matter what you do, you're gonna feel emotion, you're gonna feel stress, because that one day, that one trade is going to determine if you get another basically paycheck, another monthly paycheck, a month of your life just on that one trade of working. Of course you're gonna care about it. Of course you're gonna feel something. You're gonna feel stress, you're gonna feel emotional. You know, that's just how it is. Right? You go over 6 figures this year so far, that's awesome. Definitely aspire to be there one day. Yeah, it's not, I think net it's still over, it is over 6 figures. But I still have to pay taxes. That's a part of trading people don't take into account. Yeah. No, that's why, like, you know, one of the first things I teach is like, you need a budget, and this budget needs to be money that you're okay with setting on fire. And if you're okay with setting on fire, you can sort of emotionally detach yourself a little bit. Like, you'll still feel the stress of the payout day, but if you position your accounts to blow up at the end of the month, and at the end of the month you can buy your new accounts again, and you can still trade every day, and it won't affect, you know, how you pay your bills, your rent, your food, yada yada. You'll be in a lot better headspace than someone that just keeps spending money thinking like, okay, I just need one payout and I can break even. Okay, I only need one payout on X amount of accounts and I can break even, or I'll be slightly in the positive, right? I did that in the first 6 or 8 months and lost so much money. Yeah. It's because the barrier to entry is so low, and you don't realize it because each account is like, you know, like last year each account was like what, 70 to 100 bucks, and you're just like, oh, let me just buy one more, oh, let me just buy one more, oh, let me just buy one more. Okay, you know, I bought 5 in one day. That's already like 350 to 500 bucks off of one day, right? At one point, sunk costs, and you're basically screwing yourself. You don't have positive expectancy. Yeah. Another thing that I tell people is that people come into the prop firm game thinking that it's some magical, you know, machine where you put in 100 bucks and you take out 2,000. That's not how it works. No one does it like that. You need to treat it like a business. There needs to be, you know, there's expenses and then there's income, right? And what I tell people is, if you're thinking about it like a business, what kind of business would spend the first month or the first X amount of time before they know they can flip a profit, right? Like a coffee shop. What kind of coffee shop spends their entire monthly budget and more on, you know, coffee, cups, employees, this and that, all of that, right? And they've never had a profitable month, but they're spending all that money on all of these, you know, business expenses, right? What kind of business owner would you be if you did that? Not a good one, right? And that's how prop firm trading is. It's a business. And what do businesses do? You know, businesses budget, right? Try to cut expenses. They try to always make sure they can open up the next day, right? There's only one guy I know that made money almost right off the bat. He runs a small channel. I have no idea how he did it, but his whole thing is base hits. Yeah, base hits are the way to go. Sure, you can gamble, and it looks very sexy, and there's a big dopamine rush hitting one max payout. But base hits is the way to go. And base hits actually builds a good habit. Why don't you try on TradingView? I've never tried to. I think I tried to once, and I just couldn't figure it. I couldn't set orders very efficiently. I was confused. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I also don't mind Trade of 8, even though Trade of 8 UI is quite literally a dinosaur. Like, this is a dinosaur that I'm looking at. Right? It's a bit tricky, right? So then I was just like, you know what? I'm used to Trade of 8. I'll just use Trade of 8. Exactly, as a business, you have to make sure you're turning a profit and not just buying endless inventory. Yeah, but even so, like, you know, restaurants are one of the most dangerous businesses to open. Even restaurants, right? They don't spend, and they don't go, you know, they don't spend everything and go bankrupt in the first couple months. If you do, then you're not a successful business owner. You got to make sure you can stay alive and open the doors tomorrow. Open the doors next month. I try for bases that one day. I don't know why. I guess I need to learn to just walk away and I'm down. Yeah. I'm still working on that part. I care so little that I don't care if I blow up all my accounts in one day. It's really rare, but it happens. Like the past 2 days, where it just went straight up with no pullback. I think the biggest pullback was like, if you top ticked a short, it was like 30 points. But yeah, if you seriously want to become a successful trader, then you will need to know when to walk away, and that's something that I'm gonna work on the next build up. I'm in eval jail, as I like to call it. Like 3 days ago, or the start of this week, I had probably 20 to 30 funded accounts. Now I have like 6. How long do you think a new trader will take to get consistent payouts and working strategy? Consistent payouts, like month after month, because I think I just reached consistency like just now, but I'm not trading. Consistent payouts. That means you take payouts month after month. Monthly payouts. And I'm assuming you want your monthly payouts to be more than your expenses, right? 1 to 3 years? I would say 2 to 5. It's very rare to get it on your first year. Like monthly payouts is very rare. Actually, I guess it's not too crazy for monthly payouts. I'm thinking of, for me, it's 3 to 4K per month of payouts. Depends on the person. Yeah, it depends on the person. 3 to 4K per month in 2 or 3 years time. I think that's rough. I don't know what my ratio is. All I know is that my ROI is close to 3 or 4. I don't bother keeping track too much anymore. All I keep track of is just the base payout. Or the total amount of payouts I got this year. I don't mind even 2K payouts. 2K payouts is the way to go. Like, the big payouts are sexy, but I guarantee you that I've taken out a lot more payouts, and my ROI is way better than almost 90% of the people out there. And if you look at my payouts, it's like all 2K payouts. If you look at my payouts here, this was 7K, but this was 4 payouts of 2K, 2K, 1.5K, and 2K. So it's like 2K per account, right? So 2K per account, 2K, 2.5K, 2K, 2.5K, 3.5K, 4K from 2 accounts, so 2 per, 1.5, 2, 1.8, 1.5, 2. I've taken a payout basically every single, I'm pretty sure every single week for this year. It's usually 9, 10, yeah, 9, 10 or 80, 20. Prop firms are starting to move to 80, 20, and it's fucking stupid. Like, you know, the profit split doesn't exist, right? It's not real money you're trading unless it's a live account. This is real money, but in a prop account, in a funded account, a sim funded account, it's fake money. A profit split does not exist. I recommend Lucid. Lucid right now is probably the best firm. Yeah, it's just sim money. So what the hell is a payout split? Like, what is that? Who am I splitting the payout with? Who? It's just to pay you less money. 90-10 is like, okay, I can, like, you know, fine, whatever. 80-20, dude, get the fuck out of here. You're taxing me 20% on a payout that I already need to get taxed like about 30% for self-employment. Fucking dumb. Apex has not denied me a payout, but right now I've seen some people get denied a payout like 1 day away from payout. So yeah, I would just go Lucid. I think that's like a prop firm that everyone needs in their pocket. You can get banned on Apex and make too much. Yeah, the ban is usually like, they call it a ban, but it's more about the live live program. The way that prop firms stop the bleeding is to put you to live. Live programs are not prop firms. I guarantee, like, prop firms don't give a fuck if you're a good trader or not. They make no money from you if you're a good trader. A lot of people don't know that. They don't care. You know, their live account, a live account is a soft ban. They're banning you. They're giving you a certain amount of money and saying, Okay, don't do business with us anymore. You took too much of our money. There's a way to eliminate your capital gains tax, income tax. Is it moving to Puerto Rico? I saw some people on Twitter do it. NQ does not want to go down. It hasn't wanted to go down for the past like 3 days. I've been shorting for like the past 5. And if I flip it, like historically, there's been a 55. The amount of green and red daily candles is 55% green and 45% red. Very close there. So if I've been shorting for the past 5 days, and if I flip long today, statistically I'm kind of fucking myself. But statistically, we're also in a market condition that's 0.5 to 1%. You know the odds of having 10 plus days that are green, because I'm not counting the Friday where the markets weren't open. The odds of 10 green days is 0.5% to 1%. So if today ends up being green, it's even less so. Don't pay it. I was thinking about it, but I don't like jail. How can I avoid being on live? I just want to trade evals only. Once you start taking too much money, there's no way that you're gonna stay on evals. They have programs to find you once you take enough money from them. There's a cap. So you can't avoid going to live, because they will find you. They're not going to let you keep taking their money. If you're a prop firm, burn and churner, that knows the math behind prop firms and can keep on getting payouts, they're not going to let you keep doing that. There's a guy named Christopher Gronsky. He has a website called Destination Freedom. He helped my buddy do it. I must do it so that I get some money together for. He's been helping me for like 30 years. He has to change your citizen status from federal to state. Interesting. Is he US? Are you US based, Josh? I've seen 10 red numbers in a row on roulette. Does that count? Dude, on roulette, I would always tell my friends, like, hey, you need to ride the wave. Like, the second I see 2 or 3 numbers in a row, I'm like, you have to pick that color. You have to keep riding the wave, man. Don't pick a different color. It's gonna keep going. Even though, you know, past, what is it? There's some mathematical law where it's like the past doesn't matter to future. Yeah, roulette, you gotta stay with the trend. Absolutely. If you're not going with the trend, then you're just giving away your money. Once you change your status, it helps send letters to the IRS. Also, you no longer have to pay income or capital gains tax. I didn't believe until my friend showed me the letter and proof. Dude, let me know how that goes. And that sounds crazy. There's got to be something like. I'm gonna ask my CPA about that person and about that changing the citizenship. You can do the business as well, privatizing everything where you can pull the trigger on it this year, no more taxes. You're telling me there's a way to hide from Uncle Sam? Dude, Uncle Sam is gonna get his cut. I'd be worried about that, but I'm gonna talk to my CPA about it and see if they know. I think I'm gonna trade this Lucid account and I'm gonna blow up in 3 or 4 trades. So I'm gonna risk $500 per trade. That sounds sus? Dude, if there's one thing that I know is that Uncle Sam wants his money. And he will find you. How much tax do you guys pay in the UK? We pay 45% if you make over 125k. I have a lot of UK people around this time, but I don't know. I'm in Florida, so we have no income tax. We have federal tax. I'm not sure how much I pay, but I know for the self-employment, so every prop firm payout that I do, um, 30% of it is taxed, which means I need to save 30% of it to pay my taxes by the end of the year. It's a rough estimate. Trust me, I know it was, but he has a proven track record. There's a theme of jurisdiction. So if you're a federal citizen, you're technically claiming you reside in the District of Columbia. Interesting. It's the way they write and claim citizenship on your passport form. Dude, I hate taxes. 25% for me in Texas? Oh shit, you're in Texas? Okay, so you also don't pay income tax, right? I'm pretty sure I had an internship in Texas. I worked in Fort Worth. I'm not sure where you are. Texas is huge, so hold on, let me get some water. All right, I'm back. You're in the Metroplex? I'm not sure where that is. Is that like the Fort Worth area? That's basically where I was. That was like 4 years ago, though. Yeah, definitely. I'd be interested. Oh, Dallas Fort Worth? Nice. It's a nice area. Closer to Dallas. I'm not sure where I stayed. I stayed in because it was only an internship for like 3 months, I stayed in like an extended Airbnb. I think I was in Saginaw, which was like I think 20-ish minutes away. Moved from a very high cost city to here to save a lot. Hmm. The area I was at was pretty, I mean, it was pretty nice. I feel like the houses were nice. I have a friend who ended up taking a full-time offer, and he's in Fort Worth. Well, not Fort Worth, but he works there. You've been through Texas, never did much there, just driving through. The food there was pretty good. I had a good amount of I went to a good amount of places there. It was basically like I just went out to eat every weekend to try someplace new that's like local to the area. You're not missing out on much. The stockyards were cool. Have you been to the stockyards, Ted? It was like my first time in like a very like Western like rodeo kind of themed place. It's cool, but kind of gets boring. I'm sure if you're a resident there and you keep going, it probably gets boring. The houses look dope and they're cheaper than most other places. I didn't realize Texas, or I guess maybe the Metroplex area is cheap. Florida gets pretty expensive. You're also from the Northeast, so Southern life isn't something I'm quite used to yet. Dude, how'd you get used to the heat there? It's like, I remember I would get out of work. My shift at work was, I think, 6:30 a.m. to like 3 p.m. So I got out right when the sun was like at its hottest. Dude, my freaking car was an oven. It was so bad. I was actually getting like cooked. Like I literally felt like I was being like boiled or microwaved. Lived in Austin for moving out of the US, cool city but expensive. So maybe Austin is the expensive area. Probably bake some stuff in your car during the summer. Dude, like the metal in your car. Dude, the seatbelt gets insanely hot. You like touch it and you're like almost burn yourself. The seatbelt, like that metal part. It's like Arizona in the summer. If you don't roll out your window down, you'll melt your dash. I don't get how is it that hot there? Is it because of the equator, or like what's going on? How come you drive 1 or 2 states over, you know, horizontally or vertically, and it's like maybe it's not as crazy? Your ex-wife and you were paying $2,900 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. Damn. I'm sure the prices have only gotten up. Like the rent here when I first started college was not as bad, but now it's been like it's getting bad. Makes no sense, right? You're in Mexico and you live 10 hours south of the US-Mexico border, and it's nice and cool where I'm at now. Dude, everything's fake, and there's no such thing as like, it's all holograms and stuff. The government is just like, is keeping us. The government's fucking with us. It's all a fucking simulation. Exactly. We're all in the matrix, and we just gotta yank that cable out. Austin is cheaper now since they've overbuilt apparently. 110 degree. Dude, dry heat is something else. Florida, it's like wet heat, like humid heat. It sucks. But dry heat is like intense. Here it's like a pain in the ass because you just walk outside and you're sweating. But dry heat is like intense. Like you feel the heat like beating down on you. It's not even bad 30 minutes outside of Phoenix. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's a simulation. Pavement and no shit that makes it bad. You feel like everything's about to get a lot more expensive again if this oil war doesn't get ironed out. I wonder what will get more expensive. Like, I understand if gas gets more expensive, but what else will get more expensive? I know the Michigan consumer statement says that we're due for about 4% in inflation. Which, you know, I think the average is usually about 3%, so we're over by 1%. Austin had a tech bros meeting, or like they had an era where everyone was just going to Austin. I think I remember that. It was like a hot thing to go to Texas and get build up a company. I think I think it was because of the tax. It's like being in an oven, but I'd rather have a dry climate than humidity. Like Florida in summer for me is unbearable. Dude, Florida in summer is so ass. Yeah, I'd prefer dry climate. Because dry climate, if you have shade, it's bearable, right? But for a humid place like Florida, even if you have shade, you no, you don't shade from humidity. It finds you no matter where you are. Unless you're inside in the AC. Oh, you're trading oil? I can see oil prices just starting to go down. It feels like oil has already adjusted for the straight news. That's what it feels like, which is bad for my short positions in NQ, because if oil keeps dropping, NQ is just going to keep slowly rallying. Right now they're like inverses of each other. Everything is of truckers. Logistics makes it where the cost of basically all goods rise with fuel prices. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah, everything needs to get delivered. So transportation prices is going to rise. So to make profit, even with transportation, you need to adjust costs of everything else. Tech bros definitely made a lot more just because they can save from Cali taxes. Dude, Cali taxes are insane. I heard like 100K or 130K is still like really poor. You grew up on the coast of North Carolina and that feeling humid as fuck. Yeah. I couldn't even go outside of just take off his shorts. I'd be sweating like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, dude. And I hate sweating. CL is at 90. I wonder why they call it CL. I guess crude oil. That's why they call it that. Trying to bounce off VWAP. Yeah, cost of goods goes up to maintain profit margins. Yep. It's ridiculous to see how it's that much money for a very mediocre state. Dude, like I'm sure people would understand paying taxes if they can see some insane benefits, right? School benefits, this benefits, that benefits, right? Better traffic, just better everything. Because if things aren't getting better, then what are you paying taxes for? Now, I haven't been to California. But I'm hoping it's nice. Yeah, more tax should be better quality of life. I agree, yeah. I feel like it's a very basic concept that seems to be lost in Cali. I think they've been like gaslit and like just manipulated to the point where they're like, oh yeah, we pay really high taxes, and then no one asks why. It's like, oh really? Oh well, why? Like, you guys get really good like healthcare and this and that and this, right? And like no potholes, really good education system, this and that. And then they'll be like, huh? No, we pay taxes because we're California. It's like, oh, okay, well, we're okay. Well, taxes supposed to be used for you guys, right? Make you guys live better? No. I don't think you understand what taxes are. And it's like, oh, I don't think you understand what taxes are. Florida, we have alligators. Texas, there's the Cowboys. California, there's the taxes. They just use it to get rich. I feel like maximizing your taxes is like 100 times more important in California. I just started thinking about taxes this year. Well, no, I guess I started thinking about it December of last year. And when I started like looking more into it, I'm like, dude, this is fucking insane. This is so stupid. Like the Orlando traffic is like where I'm from, the traffic is shit. Um there's like potholes still. We're under construction, but nothing gets completed. Like, I'm just asking. Daylight robbers, yes sir. I've been to Cali a couple of times. San Diego is cool. San Francisco is cool. Fuck LA, I hate that city. I feel like LA is like like you go there for the name. It's like, oh shit, I've been to LA. I think Cali also has a really big homeless problem too. So it's like the tax money is not even going out there to help them either. Where the hell is it going? There are so many snobby people there. Dude, people go there, all the snobby people go there to try to make it in the LA scene. Actors, influencers, everything. It's like the Dubai of here, where you want to be an influencer. It's either New York or LA, but I feel like it's more LA. There's a highway in the city I grew up in to get worked on since I was a kid and it's still under construction. Yeah, I feel like some construction projects are like, oh, you've been to Dubai multiple times too, for you? Dubai feels fake. It kind of feels like a more friendly and open version of like, have you seen like the North Korean documentaries where they would invite some people in and they would fake everything. They would fake like grocery stores with like fake fruit. And they put it specifically where you as the visitor gets to tour and see like what they want to show you. It's like it's all fake. I think one of them was wearing like a hidden camera, like a necklace camera or something, some kind of recording device, and they recorded like their whole trip. It was like all fake shit, and I think they literally went back to investigate the grocery store, and it was like fake fruit. Oh, when you work for the State Department, you pass through Dubai on the way to Baghdad. Ah, I see. I feel like it's one of those places that spends a lot of money trying to keep appearances, right? That's what it feels like to me. Do you do options as well, by the way, or just futures? I started doing options recently. I'm actually buying puts at every single green day. I bought puts just because we are in a statistical anomaly. I bought puts here, here, and here, right at the top of every single candle. And these are like longer dated puts, like like 2 months from like 3 months from now. I think the earliest expiration is July 17th, which is right here. So where will we be when we're here? I think 4 contracts for July and then 2 contracts for August, like August 17th right here. Still holding? Yeah. I mean, it's only been like 2 or 3 days. And if we hit all-time highs again on another huge green candle, I'm gonna buy even more puts. I think the max I'll put in is like 50k. And this would be the lesson for me to and if it goes wrong and we just end up here, it'll be the lesson for me that always buy the dip no matter what. Buy calls, don't give a fuck about politics, macroeconomics. Just don't think about any of that. Just wait for a decent dip and just buy fucking calls. So I just started the options thing pretty recently. If you dig into the history of how Baghdad was, or no, not Baghdad, Dubai was built off modern day slavery. Laborers from Bangladesh, Pakistan come for constructions. Their passports taken, they work all day. Oh, I feel like I heard about that. I heard about the passport taking away stuff, so that way they can't go back home or something. I bet the Dubai property values are pretty cheap right now. Oh, dude, they have to be. There's like some influencers, I think I saw some influencers like videos, and they were like walking back to their home or something, and there's just like missiles overhead. We're damn near no money in the worst conditions. Yeah. I wonder where Dubai gets the majority of its revenue from. Is it like, I feel like it's not a tourist destination. Maybe it's oil. Does Dubai have a lot of oil? I don't know. Oil money? Abu Dhabi? Wasn't he like the most richest person in like a very long time? There was someone out there that was like, had the wealth of like multiple nations. Abu Dhabi generates the majority of GDP for the UAE because of oil production. Okay, so that's where they get majority of their money from. I heard oil is a very lucrative business, but it's also very like backstabby business. I don't even know how you get a job in the oil field. Yeah, someone, I think I saw some video where it's like, if you have no morals, just go into, I forgot what kind of engineering, but the specific kind of engineering, and just go in and work in the oil field, and you'll get paid so much. But you gotta have like no morals to do it. Kind of like how colleges hire kids for the like building missiles and stuff. It's that paycheck, man. They see that money, they're like, that's a lot of money. Like being a politician, no morals. Yeah. In this economy, you gotta do anything to get some money. Oh, dude, absolutely. It's like almost every single behavior you see, you know why people are doing it. It's because of money. Why are people scamming online? Because of money. Why are people selling something? Because of money. Why, everything, almost everything, you can just, it's just money. It's sad we've gotten to this point as a society. I feel like it's not even just it's not just us as a, I guess, society as a whole, if you mean like the globe. It's like it's yeah, it's like it's the globe. I owe you, man. I'm supposed to send you info about Okinawa for your Japan trip. My bad. Oh, yes, send it over. And then we'll see if we'll have time to stop by. I was talking to my friends about it. We need to see how far Okinawa is and what our current itinerary is. But definitely send it over. I'd love to see it. I was actually trying to find out your your home island name, and I completely forgot. I think it started for the I. My goal is to stack enough money so I can live in the wilderness. This world is truly fucked. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what it is. I knew it started with the I. You are the method. I saw your Reddit posts weekly. Wise riches. The Reddit posts are all just, it's all just marketing. Everything I do is marketing. I'm not gonna be here to try to be a hero, but I do. The stuff that I teach is genuinely in people's best interest. If you read the Reddit post about like I'm telling people to budget, go on any subreddit and just scroll down like 10 posts and you'll see somebody saying, I have no more money. I spent it all. I'm in debt. This and that. And you'll see all my posts. I'm like, dude, just fucking budget. Just budget. Stop spending money you can't afford to. Just budget, please. And everyone's like, what's your strategy, bro? IG? No, I don't have an Instagram. Yeah, a lot of people in TED, a lot of people in that worked in Nvidia or like Meta, all of those were like the RSU, like they became like millionaires because of their like their stocks, right? Whatever their options are, they're invested stocks for work. They all became millionaires. A whole bunch of them just went and just started like getting like farms and shit. It's actually super cool. One of them became like a goose farmer. It's hilarious. But like he escaped like the Matrix, you know? And they escaped pretty young too, because like Nvidia had a problem because so many of their workers were becoming millionaires so fast that they kept retiring. Like their workforce was retiring too early, which was hilarious, right? Because they're doing so well that everyone's just retiring. Oh, you didn't miss me on Discord? Nice. Let's take a look at it. I'm gonna bring it up to my friends. Some report came out today that said 40% of Americans don't have $500 in savings. That's really sad. Yeah. This Matrix shit, not for me. Dude, it's not for anybody, man. It's pretty sad. Do you invest in Nvidia? I don't do any investing for now. All my money is used in prop firms. It's got the greatest ROI for me, personally. But I should start investing. I'm just waiting for like a decent pullback. Maybe I just missed it. But I don't want to invest with my money because I need to pay taxes. You sound like a young guy. I'm decently young. I'm out of college. Like I graduated college like 2 years ago. So I got a decent amount of time. Time in the market beats timing it, absolutely. But I also can't invest because if we do dip by X%, I need to have the money ready and liquid to pay for my taxes. So I have it all sitting in Fidelity, and Fidelity automatically puts your money into like a money market fund, which is their version of a high yield savings account. So that way you're guaranteed a little bit of dividends to pay off your taxes. Oh, you too? Nice. Yeah, I got out 2 years, like almost 2 years ago now. It'll probably be 2 years in 2 months. I graduated during the summer. I'll probably start investing more like next year. I need to get the taxes figured out first. If I was smart, I would split up every payout that I've ever taken ever and always divide it up 30% into the high yield savings account, and then the 70% I can do literally anything with. Reinvest into prop firms, invest into stocks, whatever. But I'm too stupid. I'm too lazy. I don't know how to set it up. Like, do I need to calculate 30% every single payout? That's like every single week. Is too much brain power. I'm too dumb for that. Let me respond to someone on Discord. All right, this account would only be for A+ setups. I think I'll take my first trade for this account tomorrow. I'm like, I don't even want to touch this market with like actual funded accounts. I need to focus on rebuilding. Getting some movement here. But yeah, that's probably it for me. I did exactly nothing. I guess I did secure a payout today, which is, I mean, that's fine, I guess. But that'll fund some more accounts. I'm in shorts, like with some evals, but that's about it. A dub is a dub, yeah. I just gotta refocus and reorientate my goals. Stop being a dumbass. Stop taking discretionary trades. Like, my models have been doing extremely well for this entire month, and then I'm out here taking discretionary trades like a dumbass. I need to lock in. The lock-in will be after I secure some payout accounts. Send you some pics and videos on Discord on my last trip to Okinawa. Oh, sweet. Yeah, send it over. Gotta learn smarter on my TPs, but I should learn for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I just need to. My biggest thing is account management. Like, and I even like. Like, if you manage your accounts really well, you can almost guarantee a payout, almost. And you'll blow up on the most unluckiest of days, like the rarest of days. Hopefully we're gonna make it. Hopefully this is only a small step back. If I can keep April net positive, I can. I think I'm very close to break even for April. I forgot to check it. You trade micros? Yeah. I trade anywhere between 5 to 15 micros, but usually between 5 to 10. What's my budget for this month? Manage your spending. Here we go. So my income for this month was 34,198, and my spend was 39,000. But my spend includes a 20,000 transfer to Fidelity. If I'm right, let me check. See all transactions. Let me go to highest amount. Yeah, a $20,277 transfer to Fidelity. So technically, I'm still green by 15,000. I do have to pay off my credit card, which is close to 8 or 9. That was for me crashing out like a dumbass. Or is it 10? It's gonna be really close this month. Hopefully I can. Oh, but then I just requested my 7K in payouts hasn't hit yet, so I think I'm still good. I think I'm like gonna be able to make it to positive. I just need to stop being a dumbass, and that's a really hard thing for me. Daily loss limit and daily target. Oh, I don't have a loss limit. Daily target is usually like 40 to 60 points per account. Overnight scalps is about 20 to 30. Yeah, I only trade micros. I haven't looked. I personally have never traded YM. I've only traded micros for NASDAQ. I just gotta take today as a breather. I just gotta think in my head, okay, you're still net positive even after crashing out. You just have to lock in. We just gotta lock in, man. We gotta lock in. Once this market condition stops being a 0 to 1% market, or 0.5 to 1% market, I'm pretty sure I'll start doing better. But right now we're in like, this is an anomaly. But yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I gotta update my payouts actually. I think I'm at 280 now. Almost to my 300K goal, even though this is 500K. My first goal is 300K. At 300K, I'll be uploading a bank statement of my Chase Bank that I use for everything. No one else has done this ever because, you know, they just make up random numbers and they tell it to you guys. I'm the only person that's going to upload an actual bank statement, and I get 0 paid affiliates. I do have a Discord premium, but that's only paid me out like maybe like, I don't know, 800 bucks. So basically nothing. I'll just take that out. No one else is gonna do this. So at 300K, I'll drop it on my Discord, or I'll make a video about it or something. A lot of people think I'm like faking, or I'm like scamming or something. I don't know. Some people are crazy. But yeah, trade well, guys. You know, hope you guys have a good night, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.